Welcome back, movie fans. I'm here alone today for part 4 of my 100 favorite movies of all time. Instead of putting a list here or reading off the first 75, I'm going to put a link to the first 3 videos in the description below. So if you missed them, go check them out. Let's jump in to the last 25, from the earliest to the latest. Starting off this video with Finding Forrester. I had not heard of this movie until I watched it. I watched it a little bit after it came out. Starring Sean Connery. He plays a former writer who's kind of a recluse now. A basketball player and his friends kind of dared to break in. He left his notebook there. The basketball player's a writer, and he kind of gets Sean Connery to mentor him. Great movie. Absolutely love Finding Forrester. It's not a movie I hear a lot of, so if you get the opportunity to watch it, definitely check it out. If you're really interested, go out of your way. Look for it. It's definitely worth your time. Up next is my favorite football movie of all time. Starring Keanu Reeves, Jon Favreau, Orlando Jones, sorry. I got mixed up with another guy. The Replacements, where the NFL players go on strike for more money, so they bring in the Scabs, and led by Keanu Reeves, plays Shane Falco. I absolutely love this movie. This is my favorite football movie of all time, although it is a comedy. Just amazing. Alright, I am a big fan of Kevin Smith. So up next, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. That's right. I love Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And the cameos, the cast, Jason Mewes, Kevin Smith, Chris Rock has cameo, Jamie Kennedy, just George Carlin, like, amazing. Obviously, they find out there's a movie being made, a Plotman Chronic, based on them, but people are bad-mouthing them on the internet. Well, the comic book version of them on the internet, and they're not really smart enough to realize they're insulting fictional characters, not them. So they go to Hollywood, get the movie stuff being made, and hilarity ensues. It's absolutely preposterous, but I love Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I've seen this movie maybe more than any other comedy. It's really close. Will Ferrell, Judd Nelson, just... I love Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It's amazing. I watched the movie. I watched it with the commentary. I've watched the special deleted scenes, all the special features, all of it. Absolutely loved it. I'll watch it again. I will. I'll always watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Up next is it's a common one on people's favorite lists. I'll be honest. It's Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I'm a big fan of the trilogy. I did not read the books beforehand, so I knew nothing about it. But Sean Astin, Elijah Wood, yeah. So, I really enjoyed the entire trilogy, but it started with Fellowship of the Ring, so that's the one I put on here. You can count them both if you want to, that's fine with me. I don't really need to talk a lot about it. Everybody knows Lord of the Rings, I imagine. Up next is another animated movie. This one gets me in my heart. Monsters, Inc. People ask me, like, how does it get you emotional? And it's simply, for me, it's the ending where they realize they gotta leave the little girl, and it just breaks my heart every time. No matter how many times I see it, it does it. I'm a huge John Goodman fan, so him doing the voice in it helped a lot. Billy Crystal, just Monsters, Inc. is amazing. No matter how many times I watch it, I actually get really emotional. But that's right, I do. I admit it. Big Jamie Foxx fan. Collateral. He plays the cab driver, who kind of... Well, Tom Cruise is the villain. He's a hitman, and Jamie Foxx kind of got to take him around the city, and such a well-done movie. Like, I'm not the biggest Tom Cruise fan, but Collateral, Tom Cruise absolutely killed it. Just, it's probably my favorite Tom Cruise performance, and Jamie Foxx is always amazing. So, I don't want to talk too much about it in case you haven't seen it yet. I don't want to give anything away, but Collateral, what a great movie. Time for a superhero movie. Spider-Man 2. Big Spider-Man fan. Now, Spider-Man 2 is my favorite of Tobey Maguire's. I remember watching that when it first came out, and the part where he's using his web to stop the runaway train, and just so intense. And Doc Ock, of course, but that is one of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time. It's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Spider-Man 2. That was such an intense scene. Like, that's the part of the movie that sticks out the most for me. I remember watching it when it first came out, and him doing that, like, wow. Yeah, he takes off his mask. You see his suit ripping, trying to stop the train so it doesn't go to control. And that was intense. Another goofy comedy. Starring Steve Carell. This is the movie that made me become a fan of Steve Carell. 40-Year-Old Virgin, Seth Rogen, the great Paul Rudd, where obviously he's a 40-year-old virgin. Also, Kat Dennings is in it. I love Kat Dennings. She's one of my favorite actresses working today. But he's a 40-year-old virgin. He starts dating a girl. He wants to take it really slow. His coworkers think he's a serial killer. But it's also the one with the famous scene where he goes in for waxing with the happy face and his chest hair and everything. But I don't want to say I related to the movie, but he collects all these minting package action figures and toys, and it was such a well done movie. It was like I said, it was a comedy. It was kind of a raunchy comedy, but it had heart. It made you feel for him. I just realized, up next is another comedy. I really like comedies. Now, before I tell you what it is, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I am not a big Rob Schneider fan at all. I like him when he's the side character in an Adam Sandler movie type thing. Like, didn't really find the guy funny on SNL, nothing like that. But the Benchwarmers, I liked him in the Benchwarmers with David Spade. And he kind of teaches them to play baseball because they were nerds and didn't get a chance to play in the Benchwarmers. And the great living legend, John Lovitz is in it. That's right, I said it. I love John Lovitz. And I love John Lovitz on SNL. But John Lovitz that guy's a national treasure to me. Like, absolutely love the guy. But Rob Schneider did a great job in this one. You know, I'm not the biggest Rob Schneider fan, and I don't pretend I am. Never have been, except for the Benchwarmers. The Benchwarmers is the only one. I've seen that movie a lot. There was a period, probably a decade, where I watched the Benchwarmers at least twice a year. Speaking of watching a movie every year. Last Holiday with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. Queen Latifah gets the diagnosis that she's dying. She's lived her whole life, like, doing good, by the book, everything's good. So she decides her savings. She's gonna go on this trip she's always wanted to go on. In her book of dreams and stuff she always wanted to do but never did it. So she goes on this trip, and I watched this movie around every Christmas time. So it's not a Christmas movie, so to be perfectly honest with you, I can't tell you why I watched it at Christmas, but I did. But every Christmas, for like close to 20 years, I watched Last Holiday. And I absolutely love it. Everything, I don't want to say too much about it. It's another one of those movies where I don't see a lot about it. It doesn't get a lot of love. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It deserves the recognition. And I'm a big Queen Latifah fan, big LL Cool J fan. And Last Holiday, Obviously, I watched it every year for 20 years. It means a lot to me, personally, as a movie. And it's been a few years since I've watched it because of personal reasons, which I'm not going to get into right now. But it's been a few years since I've watched it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's one of my favorite actors working today. I did a short a while back of my favorite working actors today. He was on it. The Lookout, where he plays a guy that was in a car accident, so he has extreme memory problems, where he has to write a note to himself to wash with soap, to remind himself to use soap type thing. And he kind of gets roped into helping rob this place. And it's an action, but I'm not going to say a lot about this one either. It's just really, it's one of those movies, the first time I watch it is like, I love this fucking movie. Like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I was always a fan of his, like Angels in the Outfield, Dirt Up in the Sun, 10 Things I Hate About You, but The Lookout is what really made me stand up and pay attention to him. And from then on. Bear with me here. Another animated movie. I only wrote down the first one. But for this one here, it's a trilogy, and all three of them are included. How to Train Your Dragon. That is by far my favorite animated trilogy ever. The third one just broke me. It broke me. In the theater, I watched it in the theater. And based back in Viking days, obviously. Hiccup, what a name, Hiccup, gets a dragon. And just, I imagine you've seen How to Train Your Dragon. But the trilogy is just another animated movie. I love my animated movies. Will Ferrell voices Megamind. I love Megamind. I waited so long for a sequel. They released one. Every single person I know that have seen it told me not to watch it. But eventually I will. But I love Megamind. Just, he's supposed to be this genius, but his pronunciation is not great for a lot of things. But I love the soundtrack too. Like AC/DC, everything about it. Ozzy Osbourne. Great soundtrack, great story where he's the villain. Metro Man. He kills Metro Man and then he gets bored. Because he realizes part of him being a super villain, he needs a hero. So he decides to create one that turns into a villain, so Megamind has to save the day. But, love Megamind. Up next is a movie that I went to see in a theater, and I laughed so hard my face hurt. I am a big fan of Jonah Hill, big fan of Ice Cube, and I am a big fan of Channing Tatum. So when these three were announced for this movie, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go see it. Even though it's kind of a remake of 21 Jump Street with Johnny Depp, so I was expecting kind of along those lines. No, this is a full-blown ridiculous comedy, which helped a lot, but I love Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum together. I absolutely love them together. And 21 Jump Street, like I said, I laughed so hard my cheek hurt. Just, they're sent back to high school even though part of the joke is they do not look like high school students, unlike the original 21 Jump Street where they look like high school students. They don't at all. And that's part of the gag with Dave Franco, Rob Riggle, Brie Larson. Love 21 Jump Street. I've seen that so many times. I love the sequel as well. For the next one, I was in a theater watching the movie. Couldn't tell you what movie it was I was waiting for to start. Don't remember. But this preview came on. Always get there for the preview part. That's my favorite part of the movie experience are the previews. But this movie came on, the preview. I'm watching it like, okay, this looks, wait a minute. That guy looks like Ice Cube, but it's not Ice Cube. That guy looks like Eazy-E. Then it popped up, the NWA story, Straight Outta Compton. I cheered in the theater. So I was like, we're going to see Straight Outta Compton when it comes out. I waited and waited, waited, waited. The local theater, I went in to get tickets. They said, we're not getting that movie. It's the only time in my life I went to the city to watch a movie for Straight Outta Compton. Because I'm a big NWA fan. He's my favorite rapper of all time. As a side note, the local theater did end up getting it after I went to the city, but it's fine because I still got to see it opening night. And I was so excited. I love Straight Outta Compton. Such a great movie with the great Paul Giamatti as well. Alright, the next one's just Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. The first Deadpool, I'm a comic book guy, but I lean towards DC, like Batman and all them. So I wasn't very familiar with Deadpool. I knew a little, but not a whole lot. So I went into it not really knowing what to expect. And I fell in love with the character based on Ryan Reynolds' performance. That guy was born to play Deadpool, even though he's great in other things as well. Amazing movie. I loved them all actually, but it started with Deadpool, so that's the one I'm putting on here. Deadpool was just a whole bunch of fun, and just because it's a superhero movie, it's not for children. Avengers Endgame. That's right. Avengers Endgame is up next. Just wow. This is a movie. Okay, I can't really spoil a whole bunch about this one because it's a very, very, very well-known movie. It's from 7 years ago, so if you haven't seen it, that's not really on me for spoiling anything. Theater was packed. I cheered out loud at many different parts. Like, when the people came back to help, I cheered. When Tony Stark died, a woman 3 rows behind us bawled her eyes out loudly. Like, we could hear over the movie, and just, it was such an intense, great movie. And, so Avengers, I know there's a lot of debate. Is it Endgame? Is it Infinity War? For me, it's Endgame. I love Endgame. Up next is a little known movie, Peanut Butter Falcon. I believe it's Shia LaBeouf. He comes across kind of an autistic kid, or Down syndrome, I don't remember, to be perfectly honest with you. I've only seen the movie a few times, it's been like 5 years now. I believe it's Down syndrome, but he wants to be a wrestler, so they go traveling, and Shia's on the run, hiding from people. Jake the Snake Roberts is in it. He plays kind of an asshole in it, but yeah, he wants to be a professional wrestler. So it's just really heartfelt movie. I thought it was very well done. I enjoyed it a lot. The next one is a movie I've seen previews for, and I had the hardest time finding it. My theater didn't get it. I couldn't find it in the theater anywhere around where I am. So I finally ended up watching it. Called Nobody Knows I'm Here. Now I don't want to get anybody's name wrong, so I'm not going to try to pronounce the guy's name that stars in it, but he's on an island. A woman comes over to visit family and end up talking. You find out he is a former child singer, like Prodigy. But this other kid got famous because he had the right look, but they used his voice. So, it's just, that movie got me right away. Like, I watched it and just, I shut it off, and I just sat there for like 10 minutes, just thinking about it. And so if you haven't seen Nobody Knows I'm Here, find it. It's definitely worth your time. Another Marvel movie. This is the last Marvel movie on the list, by the way. It's Spider-Man No Way Home. With Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man 2. Like, when I heard they were going to be in it, I was like, cool, we're going to see a cool cameo. But I got more than I was hoping for, because they actually interacted, and they weren't just in a cameo. Like, I thought it was going to be like far off distance we see Tobey, Andrew Garfield. No. It was more than that, and I loved it. They kind of combined the 3 universes of Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire's movies into one. And killed it. And for me, in my personal opinion, it is the last great Marvel movie. And it was emotional as old hell, which I'm not going to get into in case you haven't seen it yet. Up next is The Batman. When Robert Pattinson was announced to play Batman, I'm not one of those people that got all pissed off. That's not me. Like, I didn't watch Twilight. I seen him in a couple other things. But I didn't get pissed off like, oh, that's the dude from Twilight. Fuck that guy. No, that's... I was skeptical, but I was like, I'll watch it, give it a chance, see how he does. I see people online like, he better not sparkle. Just because he had a movie where apparently he sparkled, he's gonna do it in every movie. Like, that's a character. The real guy doesn't fucking sparkle. But anyway, I think he did an amazing job as Batman. Now, I did a movie review of that when it first came out. I love the movie. I've watched it a dozen times since. The only thing I didn't really care for in the movie was Zoe Kravitz. For me personally, if she would have been left out of the movie, it wouldn't have made a difference at all. Just I didn't really care for that character. Not her, the character. I didn't care for that at all. But I really enjoyed the Batman. And Colin Farrell was the Penguin. Damn, Colin. Alright, next. The next is a hard one. It's Austin Butler is Elvis. Tom Hanks is the Colonel. But I went to see that in the theater. Because I grew up an Elvis fan. Loved Elvis growing up because of my best friend's mom. She was in love with Elvis. So every time I went over, there was Elvis music playing and stuff. And I absolutely loved the movie. Have it on Blu-ray. Bought it the day it came out. But I'm not going to get into a lot of personal stuff here about why it's a hard one for me. I'll just leave it at that. And great movie. I thought it was great performances all around. And they actually showed clips where Austin Butler is doing his thing, acting, and side by side with the real scene of Elvis, and even the Coca-Cola on the piano, like everything was detailed. They did a tremendous job of that. Up next, I was really excited for. I kept going to my theater to see if they're gonna get it. They got it. And it was so low key, like outside in my local theater. Outside of every room, they have the movie poster of the movie you're going to see. And this one here, they didn't even get a poster. It was just a black and white printed off the internet piece of paper of The Whale with Brendan Fraser's comeback. I watched that movie. That's another movie. As soon as I watched it, it's like, fuck. That movie hit hard. Where he plays a morbidly obese professor. He wants to reconnect with his daughter because he knows he's dying. And just wow, he deserved the Academy Award for that movie, and I was not disappointed at all that he won it. It's just wow, great movie. Sadly, I know a few people that will not watch it simply because he played a gay guy. Alright, the next two came out in the same year. Each one's about 3 hours long. But when I was in the theater watching them, I did not feel like I was there for 3 hours. The first one is Killers of the Flower Moon. Like, what a cast. Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, John Lithgow, Brendan Fraser. But the movie belonged to Lily Gladstone. It's true story. The Native American reservation hits oil. Of course, the white man feel they don't deserve that. So the natives start getting murdered one by one, and no one's doing a damn thing about it. Robert De Niro gets his nephew, Leonardo DiCaprio, to marry Lily Gladstone's character, kind of butter her up, and finally somebody starts investigating him. Killers of the Flower Moon was just... It's a movie I planned on buying the day it came out, but then I heard that Scorsese didn't want to release it on Blu-ray for whatever reason, so I don't know if I'll ever get it. And that's a shame, because I would definitely buy that and watch Killers of the Flower Moon. Pay attention to Lily Gladstone, because in that movie, I have trouble explaining sometimes what I'm thinking, but her performance captivated me to the point where I really didn't feel like I was there for 3 hours. It's such a subtle, amazing performance. She deserved everything for that movie. She made the movie for me as great as the rest of the cast is. Last, certainly not least, on my 100 favorite movies of all time is Oppenheimer. That's another movie I was there for 3 hours and didn't feel like it. Like Cillian Murphy, Florence Pugh, Matt Damon was in it. Like great cast, Robert Downey Jr. True story, again, based off the creation of the bomb and how he lived with the regret of his role in creating it, leading to the deaths and everything. And such a tremendous movie. That is one I did buy on Blu-ray the day it came out because they released it. Personally, it's my favorite Christopher Nolan movie of all time. And that's it. My 100 favorite movies of all time. Took a lot of researching, a long time to get it out there, but I did it. I want to thank all of you for watching. Like I said, the first 3 videos, the links will be in the description below. And the comments section is there for a reason, damn it. I want to hear some of your favorite movies of all time. It doesn't have to be 100. Unless you feel like doing it, that's great. I will read them. I will read them. I will reply. We may agree on some. You may hate some of the ones I put on here. I may hate some of the ones you like. But use the comment section. Hit that subscribe button to come back and see me. That's right. Join this movie-loving community. Share it all around. Come back. Until next time, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow movie lovers.